It may not have been in his genes, but the jeans genius Renzo Rosso most certainly arrived in style. From being a farmer's descendant to founding Diesel, one of the world's most celebrated brands, to building a fashion empire called Only the Brave, Rosso's journey is most certainly generating enough fuel for generations to stay fashionable. I caught up with the jeans genius himself to get the scoop on everything from the business of fashion to offbeat advertising. Listen in. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Rosso. Truly a pleasure having you on ET Now and on Brand Equity.
Pleasure to be here.
Well, I'm sure this interview is going to be very exciting for me, given all that you've done in your life. But I want to go back in time, and I really want to talk about your journey, from a small village in Italy to being one of the biggest fashionistas in the world. How did a farmer's son become the man he is today?
Easily. I was born in a simple village. My parents gave me, I think, an important education with the value of the life. And they pushed me for going to school, for the secondary school. And I chose the Fashion Institute because it was the most easy. I don't like really to study. And I find in that school something easy and simple. So I went there. And at 15, with the machine of my mom, I doing my first pair of jeans. It was a success. All my friends love. From that moment, I started producing jeans.
So tell me about the beginnings of Diesel. Take me back to the company that you were working for, and how you convinced the owner then to sell you a part of the company that became Diesel eventually.
I started to work. It was a little company. It was like 18 employees, and they producing jeans every day. But I was 19, 20 years old. I love go out in the night, enjoy and everything. So I don't really work so much. And one day he fired me and said, "You are a nice guy, but we don't need a person like you." And I said, no, please, I think I have a lot of reason for to be here. Please give me one more chance. So from that moment, he gave me a base salary by quantities and not anymore by monthly.
Sure.
So I moved from 240 euro, yes, by month. I moved over 2,500.
Wow.
So it was really a lot. It was like the maximum that he never think that I can reach. So I do in 1 month, the second month, the third month, and after that I say, okay, thanks a lot, ciao, bye. I want to leave the company because I discovered that I have the quality to do something for myself. And it was that moment that he say, if you want to stay, I can give you the opportunity to be partner of my little company. I say, yes, I like to, but not just like a production company. I wanted to do my own line. And we thinking Diesel in 1978. We becoming partner. From the first day is born the Diesel brand.
I want to talk about your initial innings in the United States when Diesel made an entry there. And I really want to talk about your struggles there when I believe that you decided to get a spot right opposite Levi's at that point in time when you first made your entry. If you could take me through the trials and tribulations of Diesel making its first entry and trying to make its mark in a very, very competitive world, established world. Give me the story then and how you actually made that mark.
First of all, I'd like to say that Levi's is like my grandfather. I think I cannot exist if Levi's doesn't exist. So thanks to Levi's, I entered there. It was very difficult market because the most expensive denim was Ralph Lauren at $52, and my entry price was $100.
Wow.
And yeah, it was like a double, And
what gave you the guts to do that?
Yeah, people don't understand. They're just thinking, why I have to pay so much money for a pair of jeans? But step by step, I'm moving around the United States. I start to find just the very few stores that I can carry my brand. And I have one in Los Angeles, one in New York, one in Seattle, another one in Boston, just 4 stores. It was unbelievable. And after that, I tried to enter in a store that sells something else. Maybe they can sell furniture, maybe they can sell accessories, shoes and bags. and I asking them, can you give me a little space? And because I think with this product you can make more money of what you sell today.
Okay.
We develop an incredible strategy of distribution in the United States that doesn't exist. So I think Diesel have also in the United States the respect, because we really training the distribution to evolve in a different direction.
But tell me, I mean, from a $52 pair of jeans, changing that mindset to buy a $100 pair of jeans, which is distressed, torn, whatever, how did you make that change? When was that turning point where people said, oh my God, this is awesome stylized jeans and I should buy it?
Yeah, but when you take the 52 and you take the 100,
right.
I can show to them so many different quality points that maybe they don't recognize immediately, but if I show them, they started to understand.
So, you know, Diesel became very big. Of course, it's one of the leading brands today. But, you know, you did have to reinvent the brand a few years ago. Tell me what was the need for you to reinvent the brand? What was the brand going through, and how is it today?
You know, a few years ago, the brand was 35 years old. And after 35 years that I ran in this brand, the brand started to become a little bit tired. And also for my fault, because I started to investing in other brands, in other company. So I became more an entrepreneur of a group that are not just an entrepreneur of one single company. And I feel at that moment was the time to refresh the brand, to give a new energy. And now we have redone this process. We rebuild up the brand. It's becoming more premium. We cut all the distribution that was not in line for who we want to be. And now we start to see again the coolness. The last campaign for me makes so happy, because it's like when we starting to do advertising campaign, that the whole world was crazy about our communication.
I want to talk about that, because you know, you launched your campaign on Pornhub, which is you know, pretty bold and out there to do, and not many people would actually do that. What was your motivation to launch your campaign on Pornhub, and what was the response, and how did it translate for you in terms of, let's say, brand recall, imagery, and bottom line, which is sales? It's
not a crazy idea. It's just to see the reality of the market. Even today, go to the porno channel, is the way that today young people doing sex at the night. So 40% of the young people on the big town, they have sex in the night through this kind of channel. So it's just to be there where are the consumers. It's not that we go in there and we do a porno advertising. We're there with our face, with our simplicity, with our lifestyle. So we don't change our advertising. We just there like a channel where the communication, the population today is working for us.
So do you think that campaign, you know, placing it on Pornhub actually helped Diesel?
Of course, we gain incredible respect, and we have we see drastically increase 30% of the sales.
Oh wow, okay,
yeah.
Okay. Who do you think today is your biggest competitor in the business world?
So many. I think today.
But who you find a worthy competitor?
I think the French group. I think they are so great. They are so fantastic. They are so big that we are not. But we have our policy. Our politic is we cannot be big like they are, because they are two giants today. But I drive my people for not to be a giant, but for to be cool. And I think today, especially now, to be cool is more interesting than to be big.
Which countries do you see becoming fashion capitals or destinations in the near future?
Oh wow, capital destination. But you know, me, I think from so many years, the most important country for a fashion destination is Japan. Japan is the country where we're doing the biggest sales. More than 20% of our business is down there. down there. It's the country where it's going more in research than other country, because there you can, every day that you go out in town, you discover new things. It's incredible, Tokyo. And I think London is still really super, super nice.
On that note, Renzo Rosso, truly a pleasure. It's been my pleasure interviewing you, and all the very best for all your brands.
Okay, thanks a lot.